Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another electric night. It's episode 223 of Boys with the Heat. Tonight the mic's on fire. And joining the crew, the one, the only, Traci the Superfan Sanchez. Let's bring the
Okay, so I gotta say, I gotta give you props for at least spelling my name correctly.
I did.
Yeah. Nobody spells my name right. Like, I can have people literally message me on Messenger or whatever. My name is right there, and they'll still spell my name wrong. It's like Traci, Tracie, and I'm like, really? It's right there.
I'm pretty sure Charles and I did an episode with the guy, and I'm pretty sure we hacked this poor guy's name. The entire time we did it, I'm pretty sure I can't remember the guy's name, Charles. This was like 2 years ago. Feel bad. I don't remember the guy.
I do click and go sometimes now on my income tax job. It's because it's a fast way to get boomerangs. We don't want to get into that. That's a long conversation. But the people that show up, I'm just glad they got a name like Sophia.
Charles.
Because the last name, nope. Not even close. And I do this for a half fake living, right? You guys get me all the time when it's like, oh, what's happening in Sweden today, bro? All right, here we go. On November 10th, sports history has seen iconic moments across the globe. From record-breaking performances to unforgettable championship clashes. Number one on the list, 1963, Gordie Howe becomes all-time NHL leading goal scorer. That was pretty exciting. Detroit Red Wings legend Gordie scored the 545th career goal, surpassing who, PR? That's right, Maurice. I can't believe you knew that one. That's good. That was very good. This cemented Howie's status as Mr. Hockey and a global icon of the sport. On this day in 1996, Dan Marino surpasses 50,000 career passing yards. That's right, Patrick. He also hit 4,000 completions in the same game, redefining quarterback excellence. You guys are on fire today.
I know.
Amazing.
I didn't even have to open my mouth.
That's
you just read my mind.
1978. Yeah, Traci, Larry Holmes retained the heavyweight. How'd you know I was going to say that? Holmes knocked out Alfredo Evangelista. That's exactly how you say it. In the 7th round in Las Vegas, also pronounced Vegas. This was part of Holmes' dominant reign in global boxing. I can't believe you knew that one. That was unreal. Y'all are really on fire today. I'm going to get the next ones, though. All right, inaugural Breeders' Cup Classic, 1984. Wild Again won the $3 million race at Hollywood Park, edging out Sluo Gold and Gate Dancer. This event launched one of the horse racing's most prestigious global traditions. Phoenix Suns set an NBA scoring record in 1990 on this date, scored 107 points in the first half against that's right, PR, Denver Nuggets, winning 173-143 as it remains one of the most explosive performances in NBA history. Major Indoor Soccer League, founded in 1977, something about New York. And then Sebastian Vettel wins U.S. Grand Prix. He did that a million times, but this was his 8th straight victory in Formula One, showcasing dominance on a global stage, something Max Verstappen will do soon. And Australia bowled out for 76 versus the West Indies in 1984. At the WACA ground, Michael Holding took 6 wickets for 21 runs, a stunning collapse in international cricket. And that's what's happened today. Well, not today, but on this day, back in time.
How do you keep a straight face doing that?
I did a lot of drugs in the early 20s. I don't have a lot of facial movement left.
20s? In the early 20s? Your 20s, yes. because we're 20s. Yeah, we'll call it that. Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
He's the first Highlander.
Don't do drugs. Go to school. All that good stuff. Don't gamble.
Yeah. Just don't end up like it. All right.
Side note. Listen, before we get into this, I do have to ask the panel: does anybody else find it as hilarious as I do that they're blaming the type of bets as the reason why baseball players are gambling, not the fact that they're idiots? Right? Like, how dare you let us bet on the fact that the first pitch can be a ball or the first pitch can be less than 95?
I mean, what are you doing?
It's my space bar.
What did I do?
Seriously, I'm like mute key. I'm sorry, but anybody else think that that's just hilarious?
You can bet on anything. You can bet on the color of Gatorade now.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Bet on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can bet on the color of Gatorade at a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird because
Way too much money
somebody
getting
knows
on
what the
purple.
color is. It's
Wow,
not even a mystery.
It almost got ruined
That's a
a couple
setup.
years ago or last year.
I want to bet on the streaker for the Super Bowl. I want to bet on that because Charles could pay me and I just run out there.
Well, he bet on himself last year.
Yeah, he did. And now they're not allowing it to happen because it's a controlled environment.
It's a loophole. They should have known better.
Sounds whack.
They should have. The NFL should know better about a lot of things.
If it's not great Gatorade,
Is it really Gatorade?
is it really anything else?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, you know, Gatorade was named Gator Aid in the beginning.
We know.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Florida. Florida Gators.
Just checking.
All right,
They put all those
Tracy.
Ziploc bags on the hands and got all that sweat.
Welcome, Tracy, to the Boys with the Heat podcast.
Too much drugs. Too many drugs.
Yeah, too many.
It's
Speaking,
true.
no.
At least not today.
Not right now. No.
Happy pills.
Happy pills. How in life?
So you are coming back from Lambeau with your family. You guys got to witness it. This was a lifetime dream trip for your dad?
Yes, for Padre. Yes, this was definitely something he's been looking forward to. I've kind of been planning it for a few years, but I didn't really know when it was going to happen because it all kind of had to go within my schedule of trying to do all these games.
Yeah.
And it just so happened, I kind of screwed myself over because so I gave myself 5 years to finish this whole bucket list crazy idea of hitting all these stadiums. And so in the beginning, I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? I've got to like budget all this out. I got to plan all this out. So I wrote down like every single game and I looked up every single, like how much the price of tickets were versus how much it would be for flights versus hotels in these areas. And then like the first thing I did was like, okay, who do I know? Because my dad's a football coach, my brother, everybody in my family, they're all pretty much football coaches, teachers.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, did you coach anybody that played for this? Did you coach anybody that played for? So I got like those games knocked out at the very beginning. So I pretty much got all these cheaper games, at least I thought, they were cheaper games knocked out, and not realizing that I'm kind of pushing back the more expensive games to the end. And so now here I am in year 5 and I'm like, oh gosh, like now I've got all these most expensive games that I've got to go to. But Green Bay was definitely on the list. And I was like, man, I'm going to pay for dad to get there. And it just so happened to work out to my brother was like, hey, we've got to buy that week. I'm going to Lambeau too. I said, okay, so we got to work out some details here. Yeah. I'm not used to tracking down pops and then my brother tagging along. So it was interesting. I don't know if y'all saw the video of him getting lost, but he got lost way too many times that I can we're kind of like the Griswold family. So anytime there's like a family vacation, something crazy is going to happen. So I knew something crazy because crazy things always happens on my trip. I have like a folder somewhere. Oh, here, like this is like I have this book and I write down like every single person I meet from every single game and every story and all the like random stuff that happens. And I ended up on the field with Sierra like at the Denver Bronco game when I went because Russell was quarterbacking back then. It's wild. I drove through a tornado, have the screenshots and everything of like take cover. But yeah, so in Green Bay, I was like, man, something's gonna happen. I don't know. So yeah, dad got lost. We knew that was gonna happen. He almost got us killed in the parking lot.
Minute.
So I'm trying. It's the wildest thing, but I know, like, we were driving through the parking lot. He's in there. I'm driving the rental car. He's trying to find a charger plug. I don't know. He pushes some button, and then we all go flying. And I'm like, "What did you push?" And he pulls a parking brake, and so we're all like flying. It's wild. It's definitely it's always.
Did he find the charger?
Yes, yeah, we
Oh,
found
all right. Good.
So is your dad? I have a question. You said you like the Griswold. So dad is literally Clark Griswold.
Yes.
All right, then it all makes sense, right?
That is
How was the
100%.
cheese curds?
100%. Okay, so I didn't try them. I didn't try them, but I tried like one of the bratwursts. Apparently, there's like these foot-long bratwursts. Somebody was like, "Get a brat." So I did, and I saw the cheese curds, and I almost got them, but then I didn't. I know. Apparently, I made the wrong decision. Choices were made. I made the wrong.
Well, if you trust us enough after the show, Charles and I will make it happen for you.
We'll
So it might not be completely fresh, but we know where to get the good ones. So
they'll be just fine. They'll be just fine. You don't even got to refrigerate them. We'll get them right in a box. We'll mail
yeah, you don't need to. They're way better not refrigerated. They'll last for weeks.
And you bite into them, and just you hear the squeak.
Yep.
Oh, it's so good.
Somebody told me about that. Somebody was just like, "They squeak."
The squeak. Yeah.
Because they are so good going against your teeth. They make the squeak.
When we go to the grocery store, I have a cheese drawer. I don't know what everybody else calls it, but it's literally just.
It's the cheese drawer in Wisconsin. Yeah.
It's got about 15 pounds of cheese in it, right?
Yep.
Blocked,
Oh yeah.
shredded, sandwich, pre-sliced.
I gotta deal with this every week.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So when you run out of one pack, you go to the store and you buy 3 more packs of cheese.
Yeah.
Because they're always on sale. You don't just get one because I only need one. No, they're on sale. You get, and it's cheese, lasts almost forever.
Isn't that weird? Wisconsin's the only state you can go to where cheese is 3 for $5 all the time on shredded cheese.
Oh, it's so great. It's so great. And every morning when Clarence comes in, or whoever they're called nowadays, there's so many different names of cheese. They bring in these packets of just the squeakiest cheese.
I feel disappointed for you that you had to go to the game. You guys had to go to the Packer game where they played Carolina Panthers. And Charles and I had talked about this. You're like, they went and played the Carolina Panthers, and they could not have played any more vanilla. But it's the atmosphere. It's not really the game. It's the people around you, the chanting, the go pack go. I'm sure it's something that sends chills down your spines when you're a fan. Even if you're not even a fan of the team, it's just something that it's different. That's the whole stadium is different. The history, all that. I don't know what it was like for you.
It is.
But
so if I had to guess, the scoreboard was the worst part about the trip, because there was still a good football game. It's just
there really was. If I was a Green Bay fan, I would have probably been really disappointed. But I was not a huge Green Bay fan, so it didn't really matter to me. But here's the thing too. This is another thing, to be able to afford to get to some of these games. I do have to sometimes pick the worst game that anybody's going to play.
No. We're not saying it was the worst game to go to. We're saying as being there for the atmosphere, for the fans, they were going to be their butt hurt. You go to a game that the home team, when the home team loses, it's always like a heads down, leaving the stadium,
It is very impressive what you're doing and what you've done. I'm super jealous for what.
I've only been to 3. I don't know how many Charles and Paul have been to.
How many football games?
Football stadiums.
Football stadiums?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
I've been to 2.
Yeah. I've been to Ford Field. I've been to Lambeau, and I've been to the old Metrodome in Minnesota.
I visit Ford Field 2 or 3 times a day.
In your mind?
No, when I go take a.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've been to AT&T and I've been to SoFi.
All right.
AT&T. So you've been to pretty much like the biggest ones, the most unbranded ones. They kind of look the same.
I went to Dallas twice. The last time it didn't work out too well for us. We wore them ugly orange helmets and jerseys. It was just bad.
Awesome. Lambeau Field's packed right now.
I had a question for you. Did you go to Buffalo?
Okay, so that is my very last one.
I was gonna say I was gonna put that in the intro because they're two opposite spectrums. Because like when Bills fans used to come to Green Bay, they would bring I think they bring the tables with them when they go to road games anyway and break the tables. Buffalo is a whole nother level of dedication. Blue collar fans, they literally baptize their children by breaking them through a table.
I'm ready for it. I mean, I don't
It's
know
crazy.
if I'm through a table, but I'll
Yeah,
try.
well, no.
I'll try. I already got a bad back. I mean, might as well just.
Yeah.
So
Take it on
is it a hope to visit this stadium, or do we plan on an amendment to be able to go to the new stadium next year, or does the new stadiums create a whole new journey for you?
No, yeah, I've been asked that. Okay, well, whenever you finish, are you going to hit up all the new stadiums? No, probably not.
Okay.
But I will. I've been asked to, if I was going to do international. I've been invited to a couple.
Yeah.
And I would like to do international. And so I have 3 games left.
Yeah.
I am hoping that the government does not shut down my flight. I will be in Cleveland this weekend. Nice. I will be in Detroit next weekend. I have my only weekend off, and then I have.
I'm sorry, they're a good football team. A couple years ago, they would have been one of your first places you visited.
I know, and it's
like $12 a ticket.
Yeah, now it's not. Now it's like $1,200.
I might have a connection. I might have a connection for the Buffalo for you. By the way, we have a couple guys that live in Buffalo that are huge fans. Nate Sherman and them. Remember those guys?
Yeah.
That were in our group. Yeah, he still bartends out there at the bar in Buffalo. So I'll send a little message to him. See what we can do.
And everything.
And the message that's my last game. Yeah. I'm coming up with a interesting sign that I'll be holding up for that. I've talked my daughter into going with me, so she'll be my little ride or die. She'll be with me. She's come with me on a few of the games, but she was with me in Vegas. She was with me. Gosh, what was the other game she was at? I think she went to the Vikings stadium.
My sister-in-law is a Bills fan, and then her wife, which is my sister, she's a Ravens fan, and they were there at week 1. Mm-hmm. They were like maybe 10 seats from the end zone, and they were almost close to leaving, and they ended up staying. And they were like, this is probably the best game I've ever been to. And it was her birthday present that my sister got her.
That's nice.
And so...
speaking of last minute games, so last year I was actually at the Commanders game where they threw that Hail Mary pass.
Hey, we don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We want to hear it. Yeah.
We don't need to relive that.
Oh, you don't. Well, fans might.
I will say that was one of those games. So me trying to be smart with my money, I thought, hey, this would be a smart idea. I'll go to a Sunday noon game, and then I can like fly over or drive over to somewhere else and have the Monday Night Football game. And I tried that a couple of times, which I just don't recommend it. But I went to that game. My daughter was with me. We flew up to DC. We went to that game, and it was like 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Well, we had hopped on that little metro train or whatever, so we were like 45 minutes out. The thing is we had to rent a car at 6 o'clock the next morning and drive all the way to Pittsburgh for the Monday Night Football game at Pittsburgh. So I told my daughter, I was like, hey, let's get out ahead of the crowd. Like, this is it. This game's over. So
you were mad.
Every single person that left that stadium that night were all going to the train because they all had that 45-minute ride back to wherever we were going. Yeah. And as soon as we got to that little train station, just craziness erupted and everybody's screaming and yelling. I'm like, what happened? And then, of course, they show us the video. Everybody's watching on their phones. And then my phone starts blowing up because people knew that I was at the game. So they're just like, did you see that? Did you catch that? Did you get that? And I'm like, look at my daughter. I'm like, what did I say? What did I say? I was like, I can't lie. So I was just like, what am I going to do? Like, I wasn't actually there. But I came up with something. But I remember then the next morning, we drove all the way to Pittsburgh and went to the Monday Night Football game in Pittsburgh. So,
holy.
I was at a church fall festival, and they had it on the big screen, and I had my Caleb Williams jersey on, and my pastor, he was like, "Oh, you guys are gonna win it." I turn around to hand the prize of the event that I was giving. I go to give him the prize, and I turn back around, and the next thing I see is touchdown Washington. I'm like, what just happened?
Hey, you just got to relive it this week against the Giants. So don't say anything.
Listen, I have been going week by week.
You can live vicariously through Johnson.
I'm good. I'm just trying not to die every week.
Trying not to. No.
Quick question for you, Tracy.
What you got?
If I were to say Sheriff the Bar Horse,
yeah.
could you explain that a little bit for us?
Well, okay, so Sheriff, did you see him on my site or did you just know about
No, Charles is one of those people that just comes up with things and he knows.
Okay, so Sheriff, okay, this is a crazy story too. Gosh, let's see. 2 years ago, I guess it was, I decided that I was going to go to, I think it was like a cowboy watch party. I don't know. I didn't have anything to do that weekend. And I found out like all like the crazy, weird super fans were going to be at some bar. And I don't even know how I got invited. I went. And that's where I met some people and they're like, hey, come out to the Cowboy Experience. This was around Thanksgiving time. That's what it was. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm off work early. I'll go out to the Cowboys Experience. And so I went out to the Cowboys Experience and met a few people. And so, yeah, so Sheriff, the bar horse, was there. And so how the horse became famous was he first walked into the Walmart. It was such a weird thing because the Cowboys had been losing and all of a sudden they were on this winning streak. And so the horse, and they walked into the Walmart and then it just went viral. And so now everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's Sheriff the Bar Horse. And so they created a page for him. He had his own Instagram and stuff.
Jesus.
Now, so then fast forward to, I had met a super fan. I didn't know what super fans were at that point. And I met the Cowboy super fan. He was like, hey, you coming to the game on Thursday, which was the Thanksgiving Day game. I was like, I don't have a ticket. He's like, well, I got an extra ticket. You want to come? I'm like, well, yeah. So I get there. It's raining. It's wet. I'm like by myself. And I'm walking out and I remember, meeting everybody and I look up and here they come with like the horse. It's like, hey, crazy NFL chick. So I walk over there and I was like, what you doing? So he's like, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. Can you watch the horse? And I'm like, okay. So
not watch the horse.
Okay, hey, we don't know. We know you from Instagram. Can you watch this horse for us? Hold on, we'll be right back.
That is a crazy ass.
So I'm sitting there holding Sheriff's reins and I'm sitting there. And so, I did a little video with him. And I had posted it, but then his owner comes back and it's like, hey, you want me to get on Sheriff? I'll walk you up to the stadium. And I'm like, no way. So I rode Sheriff up to the stadium and I got on
That's
there.
awesome.
He was all decorated for, that was like probably the most strange
That is a crazy
way to get to a game.
Hey, what's up? Wash my horse real quick while I go use the towel.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
And while I'm here, hey, everybody.
Sheriff. You know what's crazy though? Poor Sheriff. Sheriff actually passed away, I think last year. But I know, man. R.I.P. Sheriff. But they got another one. So there's another horror. Sheriff.
Hey.
I know. There's another one, and I can't remember his name. I know that's so bad.
You just gonna call him Sheriff 2. What up?
Yeah.
What's up, Sheriff 2?
They have a logo and everything all made up of it, but he does appearances. Now he's at every single Cowboys game. He's at every single home game. Every single home game. So
as
they're out there.
a Packer fan living in Wisconsin, we all own "Thank You Jerry" T-shirts now. But
I bet y'all do.
That's
I bet y'all do. I didn't see any of those. I would have bought one if I had seen it.
They're at the Green Bay Distillery tonight. They're available for a no less than $10 donation, and you can. Yeah, it's a Jerry Christmas as well. They had that one as well.
No.
Oh, she's got pictures of the sign that said she thought that was funny. Thank you, Jerry. Well, that's gonna be up there as long as Micah Parsons is a Packer.
Oh, absolutely.
I gotta say, did it hurt a little bit? We never even got to this part of it.
Are you a Cowboys fan? I thought you were because you're like
Charles.
What?
Yes.
Wait, you're a Cowboys fan?
It's fine.
I told you she is actually a Cowboys fan living in Texas. Paul lives in Texas and is a Bears fan. So you get two different opposite ends of the spectrum here.
I have so many questions.
All right, well then hit it.
Number one.
The number one question I do get though is, "What's your actual team?"
No, I had guessed it was the Cowboys because you were like, "Let's go visit every stadium." I'm like, Cowboys aren't playing great playoff football, but they're playing amazing regular season football. I'm like, this was a good idea.
As far as the Cowboys go,
yeah,
it's a love-hate relationship.
You were born into it.
So I hate to love them, but I do love to hate on them.
Yeah,
but
it's
I mean,
a great show.
That's my team. That's my team. I grew up watching the Cowboys. I grew up in Southeast Texas, so like the Oilers were, the thing.
Yeah.
And they left Houston, so.
He's a Bears fan. He's 6-3 this year. You gotta just.
I just got a question. Like, I got a lot of questions, but I'm gonna start off with one that's just simple. Let's just keep it real simple. Mm-hmm. Outside of winning a Super Bowl, right? What is the one prayer that you pray for every night when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys?
That Jerry.
Go ahead and say it.
Retires.
That Jerry steps down.
Sells the team.
It doesn't give everything to Jerry number 2.
Steven.
So you're saying you don't want it to be a family heirloom. This is not a legacy you're trying to pass down.
Well, you know what? If he just
don't have a lot in common.
The GM, I don't. Just be the owner. Don't be the GM.
Yeah.
All right.
Y'all, Lions fans, there's a few of you out there. Y'all got these crazy owners.
Mine,
as a Packer fan,
mine unfortunately, she passed away to go see the Lord.
She retired. That's what we say. She retired.
She retired to go be with her husband upstairs.
Yeah.
My next question. This is my second question. So, there's never been a point in your life that you just want to say, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to go root for somebody else.
Other than the Cowboys?
Yeah. Like, has that ever...
Okay. So, really, back in the day, like, we always follow players since my dad and my brother, since they're high school football coaches.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of players that they did coach. And so we're big on supporting those guys. So we did follow a lot of players. We're always supporting players. I know for, when Earl Thomas played for the Seahawks, and we were always like cheering for him and Seahawks for the longest.
Yeah.
I mean, there's different players that have kind of come across.
Ours is a long snapper for the Cincinnati Bengals. We had him on the show. He got drafted. Yeah. It's about the only one that we can follow. We even have any relative information towards.
She didn't answer the question, though.
Paul, I have a question for you. The shoe should be on the other foot here, Cinderella. Why do you still root for the Bears?
Because I don't know any better.
Oh, that's justifiable, but
it's always been confusing to me on like because minus the people who are born into it, the ones who choose to be the fans. It's like you don't hate yourself that much, but I can't blame the ones who are born into it.
Listen, this has been in my life since.
You were born into being like a Chicago Bears fan?
Yeah, I'm from there.
Yeah.
I mean, I know growing up in the 80s, like Walter Payton was the man. And like that's who we had Walter Payton posters up.
So the difference between me and most of these Bear fans
look at that, Paul.
Hey. Walter Payton jersey.
Like the difference between me and most of these other delusional Bear fans. Okay, me. You can.
What do you mean other? Why don't you just say all?
Like 98% of them.
There you go.
They tend to think that it's all roses every year, like just because we have a good preseason, and it's just like that means nothing to me. Every year I get a heart attack.
She's gonna pull something out for you, Paul, that I don't think a lot of people get to see here.
No, it's right here. I don't know how well you can see that.
Oh yeah.
That was my first NFL game. Can you see it?
Sunday, December 21st, 1986, 3 p.m. Dallas versus Chicago.
You have that ticket still? That's crazy.
Look how she's holding it. You don't want that thing to fall apart.
I know. That's it. And it was
why is that not in a frame?
$19.
It's in a zip. It was in a Ziploc baggie.
There's a lot of Ziplocs.
Yeah,
I know.
I need you to put that in a frame or something.
That's so cool that you even have it.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
That was the very first game. So
I have a hard time keeping the same underwear for a couple years.
I can't even keep the receipt from Menards when I go there. I lose it by the time I get home.
it's gotta be
Just
worse
gotta
when you're on
do
drugs.
I know. Well, not me, but yeah, not this guy.
I like her. She can stay.
Listen, my early
Why? Because
20s
she
were
rips on me. It's just join the club. It happens with everybody.
Okay, so
I pull out cool memorabilia. What else y'all want to see? No.
All of it.
whatever you want to show.
I don't got much. We didn't have a very good.
We got time.
We didn't have a good organization while I was alive, so I don't really have anything to show.
I've moved 1,000 times.
Did y'all know? Okay, so did y'all know that they have like? Well, no, y'all haven't been to too many games, but
No.
did y'all know that they have like game day pins? Have you ever heard about the game day?
No.
How do y'all know that? Okay, so
Jeez.
come on. So every
We're
single
missing out on life.
game,
We're not lifing correctly.
No.
every single NFL team or every single NFL game every single week has a game day pin. And so they're customized. Yeah, they're customized. So it
Go
has
ahead and explain this to people who are listening because I don't know how they would go about getting one of these. Just explain how you accumulated all these.
So the majority of the game day pins, there is not one for every single person that goes in there. So you have to stop at the pro shop and you have to get it. You have to be like one of the first ones in. But yeah, so this was my Cincinnati Bengals pin.
Yeah.
And so that was they're also like they have like the Veterans Day. So there'll be like a Veterans Day one. It'll be like veterans, it'll have like veteran stuff on it.
Yeah.
So I know I have the Cowboy one somewhere whenever I went to the Cowboy games for Thanksgiving. So it has the Thanksgiving Day one on there. But yeah, so they're all specific to whatever game.
That's pretty cool.
There's all kinds. That was my
That's nice.
Packers Panthers.
Yeah, that was a Packers game.
Yeah, Charles, by the way, did you watch her video on her page? Watch her video when she goes into the Packer Pro Shop, by the way. She was actually blown away how big it was. It's huge.
I was, and I didn't even do the full video on it.
No.
Yeah, we got one of the best pro shops in the NFL.
Well, that's a Super Bowl.
And the people who work at the pro shop are awesome. Like I call, like Jordan Love's very first start as a home game. I didn't go to it, but I called afterwards and was like, "Hey, how many of those magazines you got left?" And they're like a handful, and I said, "I'm on my way." And I got 6 of them still in the plastic bags when they played the New Orleans Saints. Yeah, that was awesome. So they're always looking to hook you up.
Heck yeah!
That pro shop has old former players that come in all the time, sign shit. Jerry Kramer, I think he's.
That's cool.
No, the book's in the box. Gary Kramer's back there. Should get all that spit out of here. So, what has been the most surprising thing as you're entering the end of your journey? What has been the most surprising thing you've noticed?
You mean more surprising than riding up to AT&T Stadium on a horse?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that was amazing.
Most surprising.
That's top tier.
Yeah.
You know, I really didn't think that I was going to get on the field in Denver, but I did. And to not only get on the field in Denver, but to be videoing on the field. And all of a sudden, like in my video, I see behind me Sierra, and she's walking up and she's like waving at my camera. She's like, "You want a selfie?"
That's it.
So, like, and that's why I'm like, sure.
I hate to say this, though. I hate to say this. I am that person that would have said, "How many bathrooms do you guys really have?"
I was gonna say, did the thought of bathrooms cross your mind at all?
Yeah. I can't look
They
at
had
it.
like 47 bathrums in there.
No, they had like 17 or
They
13
had like
or
this
something.
thing.
Well, I wasn't that far off.
No,
They had
they
a
weren't.
thing in the season, like because he at one
It was
point
touchdowns to
more
bathrooms in
toilets.
his house.
Yeah, there was
Yes.
more toilets than he had touchdowns. The longest part, and they were trying to see, is he going to be able to throw more touchdowns this season than he has toilets in his house? Because he had like 16 toilets.
We're not lying. We literally had almost a half an episode on this.
Spoiler, he did.
How do y'all know how many
Yeah.
bathrooms? How do y'all know how many bathrooms he has?
Because
It was on the news.
we got a lot of time on our hands to look into
I think it was-
look into
I
his
think
life.
they did like an episode of MTV Cribs or something.
Yeah, you had a lot.
It was hilarious.
And a
Oh,
couple
well,
of them were like facing each other, which was weird. Yeah.
It just gets creepier and creepier. I do have one crazy story. When I went to the Chiefs game, so what I do is, I have a jersey for every single team, and so I would buy all these used jerseys, and then I would put Crazy NFL Chick on the back. This one has my it just has like a little Instagram symbol, but now they have hashtags on them.
Yeah.
But so people can just like scan the not hashtags, they have the QR code, so people can scan my QR code and go to my. But so I would just take jerseys, and some of them I didn't know who the players were. I just ripped their names off the back and I put my stuff on there because, like, who wants to...
Disclaimer: she did not do that. She absolutely did not do that.
I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I
Yeah.
paid for the jersey. I can do it.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
But so I went to Kansas City, and they have like this little bitty, like at Arrowhead, like this small little bitty museum type area that you can kind of walk through. And I'm walking through, and I'm looking over, and I'm like, that's Dante Hall. And then I'm sitting there and I was like, oh crap, that's Dante Hall. I've got his jersey, but his name's not on the back. So I'm sitting there and he's talking with people, whatever, and I'm talking with people. And so once his people leave and my people leave, we made eye contact. And he immediately saw that I was wearing his jersey. So he comes over and he's just like, okay, who you got on the back? Because I know he wanted to know, okay, which was it, my name on the back? Whose name's on the back? And I was like, look, I can explain. He's like, oh, man, you got. And I was like, no, actually. And so I turned around. He's like, Crazy NFL Chick. That's not what I was expecting. What do you mean Crazy NFL Chick? And so I told him what I was doing, but he was in a hurry to get out of there. And so I didn't take a selfie with him because he was like in a rush. So I snapped a picture of his backside as he's walking off, and I had posted it and I did a whole thing on it. And then he messaged back. He messaged me back and when I tagged him and stuff. And he's like, LOL, blah, blah, blah. But
that's too funny. Too funny.
Every once in a while, I'll see some people and tag them, and they'll be like, hey. Even when I went to Miami, I just picked like these random cheap seats. I remember walking to my seat, and there's this whole section, and there's like nobody in the entire section. And there's one little sticker on one seat in this entire section, and I'm following my phone that has my ticket number on there, and I walk up there and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, the one sticker on the one chair in this entire section is on my chair. And it was like, you're a winner, you get a free blah blah blah, I take it up to the such and such counter and get this and that. I'm like, come on, is this really gonna happen?
Oh, whatever, you weren't thinking you were being punked or anything, right?
Always. I always am thinking I'll be a punk.
Today you have to. Yes. In today's day and age. Okay. So whose fans have been the cheesiest?
Oh boy.
You're gonna get me in trouble because I have a lot of
No.
Cheesy.
The cheesiest is Green Bay. They're all cheesy.
All right. Yeah.
Who's been your favorite fans?
Oh gosh. So
It could be multiple. It could be multiple.
It's gonna be multiple, I guess. Cincinnati, like really
Losers.
I didn't think that they were gonna be. I didn't know what to expect. Of Cincinnati. They were pumped up and excited and happy to be there, and everybody was dancing. And I was like, man, I got so much footage. Like, I could make 14 videos out of you.
You gotta message me or tag us in the video when you go to Cleveland. I want to see how many paper bags you see.
Okay. I don't know what to expect.
Cleveland, the way that they're going right now and what's going on with Dylan Gabriel and the NFL fans calling for him literally to be investigated by the NFL for throwing a game. I can't wait to see how many brown bags you see.
Okay. Well, I'm going to.
Gotta let me know.
You heard about this. I'll do a video on and try to get as many brown bags as possible and just do the brown
No. Just if you see some, just get them on. Just get them.
No. Last year when I went to the Panther game last year, it was the game that we were practically giving away tickets. You know how many tailgates there were? There was one tailgate.
Well, you're all over it.
I did an entire video on the amount of other jerseys I saw that weren't Panther jerseys. They were playing the Falcons. It was like, but it was crazy. I think I counted 16 other jerseys, and I
heard LA Chargers games are like that. They have more other teams' fans than they do at their own stadium.
So when I went to the Charger game, so since the Chargers and the Rams play, at SoFi, I went to a game where they were both playing each other. so I could knock out that stadium.
Yeah.
The
Heck
same with
yeah.
the Giants, because I didn't want to go back to the same stadium twice. So I
No.
caught Jets and Giants at MetLife, and then I caught
That's actually kind of smart.
Chargers at do what?
Hell yeah.
That's actually kind of smart.
That's cool.
Yeah.
2 birds, 1 stone.
I get made fun of because people are like, people call me all the time. Well, that's not a home game in every NFL stadium. So
Our friend Sneaky G is Paul's buddy down here, and Sneaky G, man, and he literally is a Giants fan, and he probably would tell you the atmosphere is probably relatively the same this year compared to any other year with the Jets. I mean, they're just both bad.
He hasn't been talking to me for the last couple of days because Sunday was pretty
Hey, man,
traumatic for him.
he did comment on his message and said, "Thanks, man, but they still suck." When he's talking about the Giants, I feel for him. You thought you had something, and now you don't.
You choose to be a fan. I don't feel bad for you.
I feel bad for the fans.
I don't. What the hell out
Yeah.
of you? What the hell? That's their own decision. Listen, and again, I get it. Some people are born into it.
Most of them.
But I tell
Somebody
you,
asked me.
Eagles fans are some of the most loyal fans.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It would have been a whole nother situation if I hadn't been wearing their jersey. So I
If you've been wearing a Dallas jersey, you might have got something. You might have got a little bit different.
I had people contact me and try to get me to wear a Cowboys jersey.
Did it feel weird?
I didn't wear a Cowboy jersey.
She didn't want to get like a hot dog thrown at her or something, you know.
Being a Cowboys fan and wearing an Eagles jersey, was it?
Yeah, that was a hard one. I think I even did a little live thing, like, this is gonna be the hardest one that I have to put on right here.
She kept wanting to turn it out like this, cover it up.
Paul and I have a lifetime bet that I'll have him in a Packers jersey.
And I keep saying the word that nobody's supposed to say. It's never gonna happen.
And he's sprinkling that magical universe.
The only way he's gonna put me in a Green Bay jersey is me laying in a casket.
See, before it was never going to happen. Now
I'm not going to be alive to know about it.
I'm just saying.
And I'm pretty sure with the way you're doing your activities, you're going to be gone before I do.
I'm going to live forever. I'm that old person in the video games who takes the... Yeah, exactly. And then it's like, the rain's coming and everyone
I'm going to make sure that I added to my will that my daughter knows that if Charles comes to the funeral, make sure that he has no, he's not allowed to have any bags or any extra items.
Oh, he's getting a Packers jersey put in there with him.
Before he gets into the church.
Paul told me in his will that he wanted this jersey and just drop it on him. Yep.
You're gonna put that flag on there.
Yeah, there you go.
It's really cute that he thinks I wouldn't break into the morgue the night before and redress him.
There's a stain in the middle of that towel.
It's in the shape of a Jeep.
Yeah, toilet.
All right, so which stadium has had your best food experience?
That is a good question.
Yeah.
So I haven't eaten like tons of things in like every one of these stadiums.
Oh, we'll make it visual then.
I'm so sorry. But
what looked the best?
Oh gosh. Well, I will say,
even if it's just hot dogs,
the most impressive was if you're gonna go to New Orleans and you're gonna go to a Saints game.
That makes sense.
Stadium, and they got jambalaya. Come on.
All right.
Yeah.
Jambalaya on the menu at
all right. They have crickets.
Charles would never eat that because it's too spicy.
Whoa.
Paul, go ahead and explain to her what Charles believes is spicy.
Ketchup.
Ketchup makes me sweat. Ketchup makes me sweat. What do you mean?
This isn't a joke. This is serious talk right now.
When you eat things that are too hot, yeah.
You lose your hair?
No, gravity fucked.
No, he sweats. Gravity made me lose my hair. Yeah. That's my excuse too. Yeah. It's not getting old.
Him and spicy food do not get along, so he just doesn't get near it.
Yeah. You ever walk into a spider web, instantly become a karate master? That's what spicy food does to me when it hits my stomach.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd survive in this family. We're Cajun.
Yeah. That's Paul. Paul is way more cultured than we are when it comes to food.
I love me some spice.
Yeah, me too.
On my sandwiches.
You do what on your sandwiches?
I put salt and pepper.
What?
Sometimes.
Speaking of salt, she doesn't understand. She doesn't understand this. You do not like ketchup makes you sweat, but this is the man that will shake the crap out of the pepper and the salt. And there's no when for him. It's whenever the top falls off is when he's done.
Yeah.
On what?
Anything. You don't remember this?
I used to
Do
get
you
in trouble.
taste the food
Steaks.
first?
Who the
Food.
Yeah, why would I taste the food first? I know what it's missing. Salt.
See, that's what I don't get is
How
People
are you
that do that?
seasoning it before you taste it?
nobody tastes their food first and then they immediately just start pouring salt
That
on
is
it.
annoying.
Come
Oh
on.
yeah, what would be more annoying? Me tasting it and then put salt on it? Oh
Yeah, that's normal.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's
no.
what normal people do.
Sounds
Why would I set myself up for failure? Why do I don't match my socks. Why would I waste lifetime on something I know it's gonna need it? Nobody salts enough. Salt is one of the 6 flavors.
Wait a minute. The 6
What are the other
flavors?
five? What are
Yeah.
the other five
Pepper.
flavors?
You call the
I
other
wanna know
five,
the other
you
five
call the other
flavors.
5 umami. All right, you could call the other 5 umami.
What does your seasoning cabinet look like?
Bro, it's intense.
Charles has a
Doesn't
lot.
sound like it.
No, no. I've seen Charles's spice cabinet. It is about 3 shelves full of spices. Yes. He's not lying when he says he's got a
Some of them
lot.
are full of salt.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably all different variations of salt, basically, and pepper.
Here's the kicker. I cook with salt, and even my own food.
Yeah.
I put salt on it before I eat.
Your own food is
Yeah.
telling you to put salt on it because it's not salty enough.
That is ridiculous, Charles.
I like my body to retain water. Why is that ridiculous?
You want to have a heart attack or high blood pressure.
Oh, that's just what they. Oh yeah, just like the people who told you that if you drove with your light dome on, you go to jail.
So that was your parents, of course.
Yeah,
they
you
like you.
ain't having no heart attack from a healthy amount of salt.
What is a healthy amount?
Healthy.
Doctors never told them that his sodium levels were high.
I get my blood work done all the time.
No, they just never told you it was high. I'm just saying that you've never had them say when.
They probably don't
When?
tell him because he doesn't
When?
care.
They said, sir, you can float right now. Just lay down in water. You just float. You got so much salt.
You are the salty beach.
There's been a lot of floods lately. I'm gonna be fine.
100%.
Yeah. Grab on.
The way my heart is set up,
My grandma used to get so upset with me too. It's so disrespectful to put salt on before you eat it. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm like, she's onto something.
No, the hell no.
Charles.
I'm there. I ordered the food.
Charles,
With my own
there.
damn money.
Charles,
I know
there
it's
is.
salt.
Charles?
You ain't gotta tell me that.
Charles, there's only one more question.
Go on.
You gotta give her a pick.
Go on.
A weekly pick.
Oh,
You gotta ever make a pick.
Okie pokey. I thought we were just gonna argue about salt for the next 23
No.
You
I was
can
ready.
have-
I had
You-
facts.
You,
I had facts
listen,
and everything.
If you want to oversalt your steak and stuff, by all means.
No.
Whoa. You don't salt. You owe.
Listen,
Whoa.
your fries, if you want to have them on like a sand
There you
taper,
go.
You know, do
Fries,
what you
mashed
do.
potatoes, macaroni and cheese, brisket
What?
mac. Brisket mac smothered over potato wedges. Have you had brisket mac?
Yeah, that's not my issue. It's the fact that you're putting more salt.
On what?
Mac and cheese.
What?
Everything should already be seasoned before you eat it. Like that's normal.
Yeah, we're cutting this one. You don't need to have salt on that. All right, Tracy. Charles has always been somebody who we do pick'ems on this show, usually to end the episodes. Usually it's Tuesdays when we go live, but I think Charles is going to come up with something for you this week. He's going to find a game for you to pick. He's going to give you the over, the under, test your football knowledge, and
So not good at that.
it doesn't matter because none of us are really good at it, except for the fact that we literally had a guy that does it for a living that tried to recruit us, and we got I believe it was the week that we got all the picks right, and we were within like 3 or 4 points on like 80% of the games. Somebody thought we were really good at it, and then the next week I think we went like 4-12. So yeah, we weren't good. It makes no sense.
I'm never good. I'm gonna pick like every losing team. Okay.
No.
Almost there.
On a side note, I need Josh Jacobs and Devontae Smith to each give me 20 points today, so I can go 10-0 in fantasy football. I'm not worried at all.
Fantasy football. I give up.
So
you gave up 3 weeks ago.
So the Browns versus the Ravens.
She's going to this. She's going to this game.
Damn.
Correct?
It's only fair
I'm picking the Ravens.
that we picked this game. That's a very
not dumb.
clean pick.
No. This is an easy pick.
Numbers cheat here. So the Browns. Is it the Browns at the Ravens or the Ravens at the Browns?
Ravens at the Browns, I
At the
believe.
Browns.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
I'll be in Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yep. And they're currently an 8.5-point favorite. That's amazing. Minus 425, and the over-under set at 41.5. So you have the Ravens winning.
Mm-hmm.
So that means anybody who wants to bet on this would have to bet at least $425 to make $100. That's totally fine. We're gonna
It's
throw
not my money.
We're gonna throw an anytime. No, that game's already playing. So we're gonna throw an anytime touchdown for Jamar Chase, and we'll do an anytime touchdown for Derrick Henry, and over 40 rushing yards for Lamar Jackson. That's what we'll add that into, and it'll be like a plus 650 if anybody wanted to go take that money out there. What do you expect to see at 41.5 points?
I want Derrick Henry to score a touchdown.
I wanted him to rush for 2,000 yards this year because I wanted to see him in an Adam Sandler movie.
I've seen Derrick Henry play like 2 or 3 times.
Is it like watching LeBron James play basketball? Unfair?
It's pretty impressive. He's
Yeah.
a very large. He's a very large dude.
Yeah.
I watched him play for the Titans. My Titans game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
unreal to see how big he is and move the way he moves.
He's been doing it his entire career,
Like,
all
he's
from high
just-
school all the way through the NFL.
Yes.
Like, he's
like,
unrealistically just big
I just love how much he smiles.
freakishly large. He has
and
like a
fast.
crazy discipline too, like with his workout and his eating habits. So
Yeah. It's like God took his time to be like, you know what? I'm gonna give y'all one freak every 20 years, and this is the freak I'm
this is
giving y'all.
him. That's him. He is like his
This
legs
is
are like, whoosh.
Like, there's
Like,
no.
how do you find clothes to fit you?
How much do you eat?
Special tailor. He's got his own tailor for sure.
It's just weird.
Walmart's got Shaq style.
Yeah. That's weird though. Dude's got like size 19 shoes.
I have a Shaq story.
Yeah.
You do? All right.
Spill it.
So, Shaq's from Texas.
Yeah.
Back in the day, because I grew up in Southeast Texas, they used to have, I don't even know if they still do it, but it used to be called the Whataburger All-Star. So back in the day, the All-Star team they would do football and they would do basketball at the same time. So they would have one program. And so half of it was football, half of it was basketball. Of course, whoever won the state championship, that would be either the East, the coaches for the South, coaches for the North team. And so since my dad didn't have won the state championship that year, they were going to be the head coaches for the North All-Star team or whatever. So Shaq was also playing basketball at the time on his All-Star team, and they were all staying in the same hotel together. Well, I mean, since I was a female, I couldn't stay with the boys with my brother. He was a ball boy. We were little. And so he would stay with the team and stuff. And so when him and another one of the coach's kids, they were, I guess, roaming around downstairs, and Shaq, of course, was in high school, and a couple other friends, they told my brother, they're like, hey, we need you to, can you, like, prop this door open, let us back in, we're going to leave. So they left the hotel they weren't supposed to. And so my brother ended up getting in trouble because he was waiting there to let Shaq back in so that they could like run off and do what they needed to do and come back. So my dad, knowing that a lot of these players that were on these all-star teams, both basketball and football, he knew that some of them were going to be famous at some point. So he went through, and he has them at his house, but he's got like a stack of these all-star programs. and there's one program that is filled with tons of signatures, and Shaq was one of them.
Dude, that's got to be so cool. Just go look through that. Like, look at that. Yeah, he's there. Yeah.
He was scrawny too. He was tall.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Very
he
scrawny.
definitely he grew into his body.
He definitely did. He grew into like 14 people's body.
Listen.
Yeah.
Why didn't he try and catch it? What did you do? Christian Watson, you're the wide receiver, not the DB, you idiot. I'm so sorry. We got sidetracked there.
Oh, the game's on.
Yeah. Charles is upset already. We're 5 minutes into the game and he's already yelling at the wide receivers. All right.
Already.
Yeah.
Y'all are going for the Eagles. Y'all are going for the Eagles.
Luxury of being a Packer.
Is anybody going for the Eagles? I know you're not going for. I know you're going for the Packers.
I'm going for the Eagles.
Paul is not a Packer fan. I don't even think Charles would even. I don't think Paul's ever rooted for the Packers. We've rooted for the Bears many times.
No.
There was this one game.
Not
y'all
me.
played, there was this. I think it was like a couple years ago. Because
Every time we're not playing them.
Y'all tied this year, but it was a couple years ago. Green Bay was playing in Dallas, and somebody asked me, "Who are you going to root for?" Neither. I want them both to tie. That didn't happen, but
Isn't
this
that
year,
the game we
it
won
happened.
by like 46 points?
Yeah, that was last year's playoff game.
So,
Crazy.
you will never.
I can't believe you brought that up with Tracy on
You will
the
never catch me rooting for that.
Hey, we've all had our moments. It's happened to all of us.
Yeah, we make fun of that team before the season even starts.
I mean,
Yeah,
Des Bryant caught that.
got the ball.
yeah, that's true.
He caught that ball.
So another quick fun fact. So technically, I can say that I work with Drew Pearson because back in the day when I started in sports. So I started in sports. I used to cut highlights for Big 12 Showcase show. We had shows on like Fox Sports. But I remember like the first week that I got there, I remember my boss was like, "Tracy, go out to Valley Ranch with Drew Pearson. You're gonna shoot. This is the last week of the Dallas Cowboy Weekly show." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "I had to go out to Valley Ranch with Drew Pearson. Are you kidding me?" So I went out there and like, oh, those guys were out there. I was like, oh my gosh, that was massive. But I mean, my dad used to take us to Valley Ranch when we were little because we would go to the training facility and watch them because my dad coached Kevin Smith back in the day.
Nice. Yeah.
So we would go and we would watch Kevin, and then we would get into the facility and just watch the Amy Smith walking by and all those guys. But yeah, whenever I got to work for 1 week, the last week of the Dallas Cowboy Weekly show, and then I never saw Drew until like years later. But yeah, that's my
awesome.
my Dallas Cowboy. Technically,
That's
I work
awesome.
for Drew. He doesn't know it, but I know it. Drew, I worked at you. I tell everybody I worked at you.
Nice.
Oh, goodness gracious. Punch me in the mouth already. Thank you. PR, that guy, did you have any last minute questions?
I think I got it all in my system.
No, I want to see the brown bags when she goes to the Cleveland game.
Okay.
What was your favorite food growing up?
See, there you go. My buddy's got one of them hats. Yeah.
I gotta commend
brownies.
you for even being a Cowboys fan and doing all these things, but still rocking the home team that you're gonna go see. Like I know you're a Cowboys fan, but to do all these things and still have to wear a Commanders or a Giants and the Eagles, still commit to the bit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fandom stuff that
You get the ball in Green Bay
I know that
territory,
hurts a little
you
bit.
take a 17-yard fucking
No.
sack, and now you're punting the ball. This is stupid.
Drew, it's stupid.
I'm sorry. We took another sidetrack there.
Fly Eagles fly.
What was your favorite food growing up? What was your favorite food growing up as a kid?
My favorite food growing up as
Yeah.
a kid? Okay. Boudin.
What the hell is that?
Boudin.
Whoa.
Boudin and crackers.
That thing right there.
Are you trying to
slack.
scare me? Like, this is Halloween's over. We're heading to food.
Boudin.
Okay.
I think it might be too spicy for you.
Okay. I know I'm gonna look up.
It's way too spicy for you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's way
Whoa.
too
There's
I'm
this
sorry.
shop down the street from my house.
Yeah.
Buddha and kolaches.
Oh yeah, Boudin kolaches. Yeah.
Those things are
Fried.
delicious.
Fried boudin balls. When I go home to visit, get a big, huge fried boudin ball.
Boudin.
Charles, we're definitely saying cheese curds.
Y'all are uncultured.
They'll be like, what was the best thing you ever had? Is it cheese curds? Please tell us it's cheese curds because we're from Wisconsin. It definitely wasn't. It tastes like cheese. That's what everybody's gonna say. It was all right. Tastes like
It's the
cheese.
squeak.
Yeah, it's the squeak.
I'm so disappointed that I didn't.
I bet. Does Boudin squeak?
Boudin does not squeak.
There we go.
Slaps, like Paul
It's
said.
good though.
Kicks you in the. From what I understand.
It kicks you everywhere. I don't have any,
It
so I don't know.
real good.
Yes.
Doesn't kick me in mine, but I'll sure it kicks. Nah, I mean, I grew up on
All the
crawfish,
spices.
gumbo, catfish couvillon, etouffee, like all that.
Yeah.
Stuff.
That's awesome.
Frog legs.
I grew up on Main Street Pizza.
There you go.
Pizza.
That's
I
cute.
love pizza.
That's
It's the
really
whole
cute.
food triangle. You got the sodium, you got the veggies, you got the bread.
Do you add more salt
got the
on your
cheese.
pizza too? Do you add more salt to your pizza?
I haven't done that.
I'm surprised.
What do you mean? Pizza's salty as
Oh, that's salty enough. But everything else, it needs a
There's
pound of salt.
Oh, look at that! Another false start on the tush push, but not called. Surprise,
Hey, okay.
surprise.
Okay, as far as the tush push, let me ask y'all.
Yeah.
I
Does
hate
they
it.
have a problem here with the tush push?
I hate it.
I think
It is what it is. If you don't like it, stop it.
I'm like,
It is what
I
it
don't
is.
like it.
Yeah.
But
The
it is what
league-
it is.
It's football.
The league asked Mark Murphy to put that in, just so everyone knows. The Packers didn't go, hey, we hate this. The league asked Mark Murphy to bring
They
it.
asked the president, who's obviously going to say we don't like it because it's unsportsman.
I'm just saying.
Sportsmanlike. I don't understand the issue with it.
It can't.
Everybody
my-
can do it.
It's a rugby
problem-
move. That's why they don't like it.
Yeah, my problem with it is it's not being officiated correctly.
Well, it's not a football move when the fullback, the running back are immediately not going for the football and they're shoving everybody in front of them. That's a rugby scrum. That's a rugby move. That's why a lot of teams don't like it. And I can't remember who it was. Was it the Packers offensive lineman that said that it could cause more injuries to the offensive lineman because they're shoving them in the back of the legs. But until somebody gets hurt, somebody's career ends, nobody's gonna care. And the only team that does it 95% of the time on 4th and 1 is Philadelphia anyway. So
No.
yeah,
The Bills.
yeah, but the Bills are only like 65% of the time. Like it's like 90.
At it than the Eagles.
I don't think they are. I think the Eagles are like 90%.
You don't
Yeah,
have to
the Bills
think
do it.
they are. The Eagles are like 70-some%. Hand to God.
Yeah, well, all time they're 70-some%. They've also done it like 450 times.
I think they did it like 462.
Just pulling numbers out, Charles. It's fine. You don't gotta figure it out for real.
I pulled the same number out you did. Alrighty. Traci, thank you so much for coming on to the show. This has been fantastic. We wish you the very best wishes. There's a handful of questions we wanted to ask, but we didn't want to get you in trouble with all the fans because your story's been great, your journey's been great, and your fans are some pretty cool people looking through the comments and whatnot. The internet knows a lot about you, and they're all very great things. I don't know if you've Googled yourself. Ever.
Not Google myself. I guess
We
that's-
Google ourselves all the
I'm
time.
afraid to Google myself. I get
No.
random people. I'm
Yeah.
afraid to Google myself.
No, don't. Quick note, my AI had this to say. This fish sticks. She's on a personal quest to attend a home game at every single NFL stadium.
91%.
Her posts often feature jerseys, tailgates, and reactions from games like Cowboys versus Eagles, Saints, Bears, Seahawks, and more. Uses hashtags like Crazy NFL Chick, Football TikTok, and Cowboys Nation. Shares game day outfits, stadium experiences, known for her tagline, always getting ready. Jersey
Ooh, we got to get one of them before you leave.
Off season to wear at each stadium, has rep teams like the Vikings, Browns, Eagles, Saints, Rams, and Chargers. Thanksgiving Cowboy experience. Thus, the Sheriff Barhorse blends humor, fandom, and festive flair in her content, an all-around joy. So don't be afraid. The internet loves you, and we're super stoked to have you.
You found all that online?
Yes, ma'am.
Charles is very good at what he does.
There's a couple other paragraphs there too, and they're all very fantastic. So we appreciate
Salting that up.
Yeah.
Salting that, spicing it up for
That's what
him.
I'm saying. We appreciate the hell out of you. We're so glad you came on, and this has been fantastic. We will definitely be following your journey as it continues. Many blessings to you and your family. And did you have anything you wanted to say before?
I mean, you guys just jumped in and took over, so I couldn't get a word in. No. No, I'm good. No, it was cool. It was fun being on. I mean, I appreciate you guys bringing me on here.
Hell yeah, absolutely. But with all of that said, please stay curious, stay grounded, and remember, the world is a much better place with you in it.
You're the best.